It's late. Very late. I spent the entire day making music, completely lost track of time and everything else. Also, studio construction advanced a little, and tomorrow is an important day, like over to Frankfurt, meeting someone, business stuff. So I had to prepare a lot and didn't have any time to make anything for you guys. But I'll make up for it with a little nice Q&A. By the way, new haircut. Hope you like it. So no more New York Yankees cap. First up, by Rebound Music, how did you start music production? Do you have tips for young talents? I started by just getting Logic in a legal version and teaching it to myself, which took a long time. The first time I opened up Logic, I was so overwhelmed. Nowadays, I'd say YouTube, such a great resource. You can find anything. Just search for it, watch it, and then try it out. Maximus Ostermann is asking, listening to reggae. I like it, but I don't listen to it, and I have to admit, every reggae song sounds the same to me. But every once in a while, yeah, it's good, fun, chilled music. Yashra is asking, why don't you try to send your tracks to big labels? That's a really good question. There are actually a couple of reasons. First of all, as you know, I got screwed by a management years ago. I got screwed by labels that didn't pay me. So I said to myself, I will never work again with these kind of people. Every offer off a label I got in the past years, whenever I sent a demo to a label, was a very shady contract, very bad percentages. No matter if it was a small or medium or big label, it was always, it felt like a rip-off. And I knew if I sign it and they don't deliver, I would get angry and mad and regret it. So I prefer releasing on my own label. I usually get like 100,000 streams in the first month, which is already really, really good if you consider that I'm doing everything myself. And whenever I check out one of these other labels, I check out their releases that aren't successful, the small ones, the ones that they don't push, the ones that aren't by a big artist. And they usually have less plays than my own songs on my own label. So those are like all combined reasons. Also, I can be a lot faster. I don't depend on anyone. Working with labels, sometimes they tell you, yeah, we'll release it, and they never release it. This happened to me a lot of times. I know a lot of friends that have that happen to them. Like, it's not easy. But once you have like a certain standing, once the labels approach you, that's where you will actually succeed. And I'm still working on that kind of part. Daniel Scherer is asking, my track is lacking quality. I can't mix and master. Should I pay an engineer? No, definitely not. You should be able to mix and master good enough to actually release it. If you let someone else master it and mix it, usually they won't fix it. Usually mixing and mastering isn't a problem. 99% of all demos I get and listen to, I never think, oh, what a great track, but the mixing and mastering is bad. Usually what I think is, what a shitty, not finished track. Mixing and mastering will not fix it. Do it yourself. Even if it's bad, you will succeed, because most music listeners don't care about mixing and mastering. And especially in electronic music, mixing, mastering, sound design, sound selection, it's all one. It's all so close. It's not like recording a rock band and then send the stems to someone to mix it. Like the sound creation is already part of mix. It's like all in one. So do it yourself, learn it. By Gerardo, how many days per week you eat Nutella and crabs? Usually actually not that often, but the last week, yeah, I have to admit, like, there's some personal stuff going on and I don't feel that good, so like a little Nutella helps a tiny bit. But I'll stop soon again, promise. Oh, Tom is asking to listen to my drunk produced techno track. You know what? I'll share it, but don't judge me, because I was just making what my friend told me to do, And he was always like, higher, higher, more energy, up, up, up. I need sirens, I need that. And I just like, it's weird. Nothing fits. It's just horrible, but it was fun. It was fun making it. It's like the worst track submit thing we had going on every once in a while. I think we should repeat it. Like, making a song bad on purpose is really creative. It's really fun. Most used plugin. EQ, probably. The Logic EQ. It's on every single track. How long will it take to start gigs again in clubs? I don't know. I absolutely don't know. I mean, the vaccine is kind of working. Why did you buy another MacBook? Yes, I drunk ordered, but I would have probably also ordered it anyways. I ordered the new MacBook with the M1 chip that was just announced 2 days ago. And I got like some benchmarks of it. It's so extremely fast. I don't know if the benchmarks are real use benchmarks that actually will show while using a MacBook, but the 2000 MacBook Air, which is like so thin and has no air vents, is faster than this fully spec'd MacBook Pro 16-inch that is not even a year old. The only downside, smaller screen and a lot less RAM. Like this one right here has 64 gigabytes of RAM, and the new M1 chipped MacBooks only have 16 gigabytes. That's the max you can put in there. But I ordered it. I want to test it. I want to try it out. I want to see how fast it actually is. I need it mostly to edit videos. I need it to make music. I need something fast. And if I find something that is faster than this for less than half the price, I'll sell this, switch, and like be really happy about it. And I can't wait for like the Mac Pro 16-inch version with the new chip. This might take a while, but what Apple pulled off right here is like probably the biggest jump in chip constructing in the past 15 years. It's extremely interesting. Let me see if I can find the benchmark somewhere. Yeah, the MacBook Air with the M1 chip has a single core score of 1600. It also meets the 2019 Mac Pro. That huge thing is getting beat by a MacBook Air without cooling. And multi-core, it has 7400 and beats basically everything except for the Mac Pro with 12 cores, which is obvious because it only has 8 cores. 4 cores. It has 4 normal cores and 4 efficiency cores, so 8. But it beats everything else. I don't know how they did it, but I want to find out how it actually works in reality. So I ordered it. I will transfer everything from here to the new one, test them against each other, and of course share the results here on the channel, because I think this is really interesting to know. Also how like the plugins work, because like the new chip, everything has to be redone, transcode, and like it's complicated, but exciting, really exciting. Anyways, that's it. Thanks a lot for all of your questions. If you have any question left, leave it down below in the comments. Tomorrow, exciting day, traveling, meetings, all the good stuff.